Hi, it's Janice Thompson here from jazzledazzlecrafts.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And I'm here to do a technique and I cannot... Here we are. I was trying to find myself on my iPad so that I would be able to follow chat. So I want to make some mess. So if you've arrived, come in and say hello. I've stupidly not switched off my phone. I should have put it in airplane mode, but I haven't. So hopefully we won't get disturbed by phone calls. Okay, so hi everybody. Hi Deborah. Hi. Oh goodness, it's right. It's asking me to subscribe to myself here. Hi Joanna, and you come. Oh, it's the first time you've caught me live. Oh, you're very welcome. So what happens is the fire's on, the coffee's in a pot on the table there, and other refreshments are available. So just come away in, get yourself a seat by the fire and a wee drink, and we're just going to have a wee comfortable time. Audrey, hiya. Listen, I don't know what's happened with my Facebook. Have you you can have biscuits if you want, Deborah. Did you not bring some to share? Audrey, I don't know if you've liked my Jazzle Dazzle business page. Maybe you would, I don't know if you have or you haven't. Because some people catch me on Jazzle Dazzle when I do my Facebook Live on a Thursday morning. But if you haven't liked the actual page itself, you may not get regular notifications. Oh, Esther, and you come. You've brought shortbread. Well, that's very enterprising of you. Let Esther in by the fire, folks. I'm going to do surgery, but hi Karen, and you come. I'm going to do some surgery here, but not as drastic as Artful Stampin's kind of surgery. I'm just going to cut up a sponge, but I waited to start. These are sponges. You can buy a pack of 3 from our Stampin' Up! Catalogue, from the annual catalogue at the back. These come in a pack of 3. If you put followed, you should get a notification. I'm sorry you're not, Audrey. But you could maybe try like as well. That's always helpful to me as well. Yep. Oh, we've got 2 Deborahs in. We've got Deborah and Deborah. In you come, Deborah. Audrey has the actual shortbread. Okay. In you come, Karen. So I'm just going to chop this up. I chop these up into 3 pieces. So I've got a lot going on in my head today. I was like, I'm involved in the Stampin' Up. Well, it's not an official Stampin' Up group, but the SU Colour Challenge. Hashtag SU Colour Challenge. Thank you to Esther. She was involved and she stepped down, and I think she might have suggested me to the rest of the admin team on the SU colour thing. So I just thought, let's use the January challenge colours, and let's make any of my followers who are not aware of the Stampin' Up! Colour Challenge on Facebook, just make you aware of it. And I will put a link to the group down below now, and you can ask to join the group, and then you can take part in the colour challenges. So I'll put a link in that in the description box below, and if I haven't, please let me know, and you know, give me a prod to tell me I haven't done that yet. But if you ask to join the group, you do have to answer the questions. There'll be simple questions just about your crafting. I don't even remember what they are, but do answer the questions or they won't let you in. I don't know, I feel like I just clicked my finger there and it straightened. I've always had a curve in that finger and I was doing that. I feel like I just straightened it. No, I didn't really. Anyway, so the colours for our January, the whatchamacallit, the challenge, we've got a new challenge every month. And so what you're asked to do is, we have a photographic inspiration and we choose colours from it. So the colours in January are Daffodil Delight, Pacific Point, Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green. And you can choose a neutral to go with that. I have chosen black to go with mine. Now I have got a piece of white here, but there's going to be no white in the finished card, so don't worry about that. I have only chosen one neutral colour, which is black. Oh, hi Stephen, you come. There's surely a seat by the fire for you. So yeah. So, and I wanted to have a go at Joseph's coat because I just feel, do you know what, my craft area is a real mess. It needs a deep clean. And I just felt like making more mess. So, well, let's get messy and then I'll clean up. Maybe. You know how it is. Right, so, and I absolutely adore this stamp set, Enjoy the Moment. I've not seen anyone else use it for Joseph's coat technique, so I thought let's have a go, let's use it. It's in this, the stamp set's in our new mini catalogue, our January to June catalogue. Everything that you see me using here you can buy in my online shop, and that is jazzledazzle.stampinup.net. If you go there you can buy any of these things, or you can contact me and discuss it with me and I can order them for you. That is if you're in the UK or one of the European countries that we trade in. You can ask me more. Anyway, I'm going to craft, okay? That's it. Business speak. So I've got 4 colours, so I need 4 bits of sponge. So this is how I roll with the sponges. I cut them into 6, and then once I've used them, they go in a net, and then the net goes through the washing machine. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, you've used Scottish butter as well. Good on you. To be honest though, I kind of prefer Irish butter. But do you know what? Excellent. If it's local fresh butter, you can't beat it. Okay. So I need the white piece. Have you all seen the Joseph's coat technique before, or is this new to anyone that's in on the live? Hi Helen, in you come. Okay, so this is messy play. Okay, so I'm opening my stamp pads. Is it new to you, Helen? Okay, well, it's not for everyone because not everyone likes getting messy, but I absolutely adore getting messy. But I will clean up after. This place needs a good clean. Alright, so all you've got to do is get colour on your white piece of card. So I'll have a piece of sponge for each colour so that they're fine. I did try doing this with some daubers earlier that I had, but the true colour wasn't coming because they'd been used before. And I think with daffodil yellow, you need it to be pure daffodil yellow. So I'm going to just, there's no rhyme or reason to this, it's just get some colour onto your card. Splodges of colour. Fine circular motions helps the sponge to part with. And this beautiful colour is Coastal Cabana. Just load up your sponge from your ink pad. You can go over the top because a bit of blending will do no harm. And then Granny Apple Green. Oops. So it's just, it looks messy, it looks nothing, but just be patient. Yeah, it's good fun. Don't do it just before you're about to go out somewhere, because your hands are going to, you know, show the evidence for some time to come, probably. I'm not going anywhere just now. Anyway, that's a bit of a joke, isn't it? I've had my walk today. I've actually still got some photographs to share on Facebook from today's walk. Right, and then we need to get some of the, I don't want too much Pacific Point in, but I do want it in there because, well, that's what the challenge says. I must have recently, do you know what, I don't use Pacific Point that often. And I've noticed a few people recently saying it's their favourite colour. We all know what my favourite colour is, but it wasn't in the challenge, so I'm just popping some of this around and about in the spaces. I don't want a whole lot of it. It needs to be there, but it's quite strong. Hey, that I quite like the look of that actually. So anyway, that's the colour on. I'm happy, and well, no, I need a bit more in here. Wonder if I put a bit green, Granny Apple Green between the Coastal Cabana there. Don't really want white. A bit more Coastal Cabana in there. Do you, Deborah? They're just, do you know what? It's very slippy out today, and I just took my phone, so the photographs aren't huge on quality, but they'll be up. I'll put them up later onto Facebook. Hi, Karen. What? You've started using Joseph's coat technique. I heard somebody call it Jacob's coat the other day on YouTube. It's what sparked me. I can't remember who I was watching, but they said it was Jacob's coat, and I thought, you've got your stonies mixed up. Right, so put the colours away. Now, probably if if I wasn't filming it, I would do a few pieces like this and go away and let them dry. Come back later. Karen, we've got two Karens in just now, I think, but Karen Bradbury that's in, she takes amazing photographs too, Deborah. And Karen's son is a very gifted photographer. I'm just giving this a dry off with my heat gun. All right. It's a slow lag. It is actually a nice blue, but it's very powerful. I've got a cramp in my hand here. Let me just push that out. Oh, that's a strange one. Right, and I've wrinkled my paper with the heat. I usually take it away from the heat. But anywho, right, so I think that's perfectly dry. So now I'm going to do some embossing on here. So I'll get my embossing buddy. There's other tools for this. It's really to take any static out of the paper and any dampness of it, and if there's oils from my hands may have got onto the paper. So I only want my embossing powder to stick where I want it to. So I've got clear embossing powder, I've got my Versamark ink pad, and I've got my stamps. So we've got Enjoy the Moment. So I'm not quite sure all what I'm going to put in here, but I definitely want to feature the poppy seed heads and the lotus flower seed head. Probably these little wee seeds in between, and maybe not anything else. I don't want to make it too complicated. So you've got your colour, you've dried your colour, you've put your embossing buddy over the top, and now I need some blocks for my stamps. Maybe I had a totty wee one, it's just here. So I've got my little tiny one for the seeds. I don't know, ladies, if you feel like doing Joseph's coat technique. I saw someone do it with Forever Fern with great results. It looked fab. But I wanted to play with that stamp set, this stamp, I wanted to play with it. And I wanted to tell you about the colour challenge, so, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. So I hope that some of you will come and join the colour challenge. It's a monthly challenge. It helps you with your creative juices to get them going. So I've inked this up. Now the Versamark is a sticky ink, so it stays wet for a wee while, and then my powder will stick to it. You won't see very much at this point, but luckily I can kind of make out what I've done. We'll have 3 of these poppy seed heads. There's going to be no real direction to this card. Look at my fingers. Green fingers! Right, so that's... See, on the darker colour you can see the stamping. Right, let's take the lotus flower seed head. I was using this a few weeks ago and I could not remember. Somebody kept telling me it was a poppy seed head and I was not. But I couldn't remember. But it's a lotus flower seed head. Are you all okay? Have you fallen asleep by the fire there? Or are you just fascinated? Just chat amongst yourselves, because probably not much you can see right now. But believe me, you will be amazed. Is Esther snoring? I'll leave her. Poor darling, she's probably been working hard. She'll be homeschooling just now as well as trying to do her job. and be a domestic goddess. Very good, that's a good tip. Not very good for my sales though, Steph. Right, so I'm trying to look and see where, right, so that's enough lotus seed heads. Oops, I still need my ink. And I'm just going to pop some seeds floating about. I'm just looking for some gaps to have a few seeds. I can't really see that well, but no matter. Right, you get the drift. So I've done 2 different seed heads and some seeds in among them, And now I need a piece of scrap paper. Bear with me. Here we have a piece of scrap grid paper, which was left over from this morning's Facebook Live. So this morning on Facebook I did some very simple cards with garden wishes. You're listening, knitting and making the tea. Audrey, my goodness, what a multitasker. I'm only joking, Steph. You share your tips, don't worry. I really am only joking. If you've got wee tips like that, just you share away. Right, and then I need some clear stamp emboss powder. Oh, I think I might need to open. I've got a new one of this, but anyway, I'm using clear stamping emboss powder. Just because we've only got half a tub and we're doing a full card here, we'll just empty it all out, and then we'll give it a bit of a move it both directions so that most of it will catch it. There we go. I think we've got good coverage there. Pop that to the side, and the reason I've got a crease in this paper is all the powder will go in the channel and straight back in the tub. There's always a wee bit that I spill, but that's just me. Do you know, actually, if I'd made that white embossing, that would actually look quite, I think that would make a nice card, even like that, just with white embossing. But we're not, that's not what we're doing today. Heat gun on. Now the image will probably disappear for you. Are you remembering now, Deborah? It's such fun. It's so simple, really. It's quite good. With the clear powder, it's easy to see if you've melted it or not, because it changes from white to clear. So that's that bit done. Now, another little bit of stamping that I want to do before I finish is I've got this scrap of daffodil yellow, and I want to put my, what do we want to say? I just want to say enjoy the moment, because sometimes that's what we don't actually do. It's something to do for yourself. It's just to try and be in the moment sometimes. Just enjoy what's happening now and not be thinking too much about what's happening later. Where's my embossing buddy? Yeah, you can do some amazing things with clear powder. So I need my embossing powder. I don't need it all over that piece of card. But I'm only stamping a little sentiment. But anyway. And then just the same as we did before on our multicoloured card, we're just doing here with this. Now, I'm going to stamp this sideways, and the reason for that will become obvious to you in a minute. And then again I'm going to pop some clear embossing on there. So hope you're enjoying the moment, just sitting by the fire and chatting with your mates and having a nice sweet drink. Just some time out of your day. So why did I screw that closed when I've still got this powder here to go in? Now you can't see it that way, you might be able to see it, but I can see that that's pretty good. And just another quick blast with the heat gun. And then just melt this powder. There we go. And you think, well, that's not going to be much good as a sentiment, Janice. It's not going to show up. But I'm going to use this double oval punch that we now have. It came in with our mini catalogue. No, maybe I am. So I'm lining up my sentiment in the oval, and I purposely want this as well, so this works really well. Esther, does that give you the fear? I can't wait to get my washing hanging out and a good breeze. Right, so where are we? So we've got that for the back of our sentiment. There's our sentiment, enjoy the moment. And we've got this. Now this is where it gets really messy. Simply just take your Memento black pad, take the lid off and go for it. This might scare some people, but honestly, just pretend this is like one of them shoe polishing pads and you just get in there. Does this give anyone the fear? I've got someone that comes to my classes, well, when, you know, when you could do face-to-face classes, she goes, oh, don't do that. So see where we've gone? Do you know the best bit about getting your washing hanging out is when you hang your bedding outside, get it dry. Make up the bed fresh from the line. Hot bath, clean pyjamas. That's the best. So I think there's enough black on that. Doesn't look that exciting yet, but just you hold on a wee minute. Just hold on. The magic will come. So we've done the same to that one as we did to the big piece. That's really messy, isn't it? Do you know what? I want to get rid of this piece of paper because I'm going to get my hands in it. You know me. Let's be clean for a wee while. I'll bring in. So what you do is you take a soft cloth or a piece of kitchen paper and you buff it up now. Would you, Audrey, would you need to wear gloves? Look, I'm making a mess. I've just cleaned it up. That was a bit daft probably, but never mind. So just buff this one up. Look, 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 it's it coming up. Is that fab or is that fab? It's just this wee magical moment. It's like polishing your shoes. It just, yep, it just does it for me. I must remember to wash that cloth now because I'm black, the cloth's black. I'm not quite sure what you mean, Deborah. Unsmudged. Okay, everything's smudged. Yeah, that it is a bit smudged as well, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what? Right, do you know where I've put my glue? That would be... Right, here we go. I glue this up and then it's just assemble it. Hi, Randy. Yeah, it's been a bit of a busy day. I did my live this morning on Facebook. Thursday is my day to do my Stampin' Up stuff. So I did my live. I went out for a walk. I came back and I did a Zoom. I went on a Zoom meeting that was for me. It was for me. It's a bit of personal development and it was lovely. With nice people and yeah, just a bit of me time, and then had a wee chat with Peter and had a cuppa, and then thought I want to speak to my ladies and put the fire on, come and have a chat. Those marshmallows that you've made, Randy, are amazing. Randy likes to spoil her grandchildren. And she's seeing them this week, so you should see some of the things she's made for them. And if you want to see some of the things that Randy's made for her grandchildren, come into Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share group on Facebook. So you'll see what Randy's been up to, but you'll also be able to share your makes. And I don't limit it to things that are inspired by me, and I don't limit it to stamping or Stampin' Up. Come in and share your makes, whatever they are, whether they're home baking, knitting, crochet, whatever. Come in and share. It's about, my group is just about inspiring each other to be creative, whatever your outlet is. Photography, paint, we've got a couple of people that paint in there. Just amazing to see them working and sharing what they're doing. And just encourage each other. So I'm putting this on to a very fine, a layer of daffodil yellow. So loads of things for new people to look for. Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share group on Facebook. Just ask to join and I'll let you in. And SU Colour Challenge group. If you spell it the US way of colour, C-O-L-O-R, because Stampin' Up are an American company, you'll find SU Colour Challenge, but I will put a link below eventually. So then I'm just putting this onto a black card base. Oh, yeah, those labels are good for bag toppers, aren't they, Randy? Honestly, you need, if you're not in that Facebook group, my Facebook group, you need to come and join it, because there is some amount of creativity going on out there. If you knit socks like me, that's what I'm into when I'm not at my craft desk. Maybe I should share my socks as well with you. Well, not literally, but... So I just want I had some out earlier. Oh, dimensionals for my sentiment, for my this, because I can't remember my words. Do you know, I'm using up the edging bit here. this is a technique that can become quite addictive. So again, see if you do take part in the colour challenge, this is a good technique to start with. You know, sometimes you think, well, what will I do? What will I do? It's just play. Just play. That's my motto. So I'm just going to pop that about there. So there you go, we're done. What do you think? Yeah, it's Joseph's coat technique, Randy. I'm sure you've seen it done before or even done it before. Yeah, I'm really happy with that, and it fits the bill. So you will see it in the Stampin' Up Challenge group. I did another one, it's not around me. The one I did as inspiration is already in there. I did it with the cacti stamp set. Yeah, it really has got wow factor, Esther, you're right. And it's just such fun. It's just fun. Who doesn't? Well, maybe some of you don't like getting in a mess, but it's just when you buff it up and you get the colour through it, it's just brilliant. But use whatever colours you want. You know, you could do, I did this blotches, but you could do stripes, you know, you could just do or you could do rainbow shapes or rainbow colours, whatever floats your boat when you're crafting. Just enjoy. Anyhow, I think it's nearly tea time in my house. You like messy too, yeah? Oh, well, you can't see my face today. I can't show you my face. My hair's a mess. I will actually. I'll come in and say hello, but just be prepared for the hair. Now, I've not mastered the stand thing yet, so let's turn the camera. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't show you my desk, or will I? Are you brave enough? Hi, Nikki. I'm just saying bye-bye, but you've got the COVID carol right enough. It's a coos lick. Look at it. Now, who had an appointment for the 3rd of February? Hi, Karen, and you come from Michigan. It was a wash and go day. I want it cut. There's too. I'm one of these people. I guess I'm blessed, but I've got very, very thick hair. Loads and loads of it. So is it cold in Michigan today? Is it freezing, Karen? Oh, you've got snow, right. I've been to Chicago on the very south of Lake Michigan, but yeah, I know it can be cold. I remember when the polar vortex, I've seen some amazing pictures from Lake Michigan. Yeah, is it much colder down there? Yeah. Oh, hi Cindy, and you come. Unfortunately, I'm about to say goodbye. But I'll let you see the card that we've just made. I think I can, oh, me can't operate anything, can I? That's the card we've made, so if you like it, you can go back to the beginning. We had snow, but again, yeah, it was just slidey when I went out for my walk. Yeah, so anyway.